How'd you find it?
I was on my way up to Maine last year and had a flat tire. What do you think of it?
It's the kind of place you find when you have a flat tire.
Well, I've taken a year's lease to write my autobiography. And what a beguiling name, Beaver Haven.
Oh, don't misunderstand. It's a perfectly charming dump. If you were only going to spend a week in sin.
Well, it's perfect. And it has a garden. Do you know, all my life I've wanted to raise tomatoes.
It's your frustrated maternal instinct.
And it's already furnished.
That's what you said about a hotel room.
You can't grow tomatoes in a hotel room. And I won't have to change a thing. The trouble with you, Tom, is you've no affinity with the earth. You forget I was born on a farm.
You forget you were hustled off to Hollywood when you were 2. The nearest you've been to a farm since is the farmer's market.
And your other trouble is you're a cynic. Instead of an agent, you should have been a mortician.
I feel like a mortician letting you bury yourself way off here in the sticks.
Well, Beaver Haven is going to be the birthplace of my autobiography. I don't want to die with people thinking I'm the kind of idiot I've always played.
What if someone recognizes you here? You wouldn't get a moment's peace.
How can they? No one knows what I really look like. I've never played myself as I really am. You know, when I was 3, I played a boy, Baby John, like that Lassie series. It was really a male dog playing Lassie. Or was that Rin Tin Tin?
I wasn't born.
I was that first idiot girl in that moronic Smithers family. And you know what the past 12 years have been? That damn toothless Granny Girton and that damn witless Moonlight Mountain series. And that's my trouble. I don't know who I really am. So don't say I can't grow tomatoes. I've been exposed to manure long enough.
Do you realize how much you made playing Grandma Gertie?
No, but I'm sure the government does.
And to think of the fortune I could get you for a new series. Got any aspirin?
Never again. I brought all my old costumes with me and I'm going to bury them. For the first time in my life, I'm going to be a real person.
You don't have to come 3,000 miles to be a real person.
In Hollywood? Do you know why it is I decided to get away from the coast? There's something in the air out there that saps people's sanity, calling the old ladies' home Lotus Land. Signs saying, free psychoanalysis with every hamburger. Bug exterminators advertising, we kill our customers. You know, I saw a parked truck once that said, a blind man drives this car. I stood 30 minutes waiting for the driver to come out. You know what it was? A firm that sells Venetian blinds.
Oh, come on, Lyra. It isn't any worse than any place else.
And don't call me Myra anymore. Myra Marlowe is dead. From now on, I'm using the name I was born with.
Huh, good Lord. I forgot you had a real name.
You see, I'm only merchandise. You've been my agent for 20 years, and to you, I'm nobody but Myra Marlowe, a name invented one day at lunch over at Pizza Pie.
All I remember is, it's the kind of name you forget. Myrtle, something or another horrible.
Myrtle Dirtle. And don't say it was the only thing about me that was ever real.
My God, your mother must have been phonetically deaf.
My mother happened to love flowers.
My mother loved sweet peas, but she didn't name me one.
Myrtle Marigold Dirtle. Someone who was really born, not someone conceived in the mental womb of a retarded TV mongrel.
Mert rhymes with dirt. Well, you ought to maybe grow some tomatoes.
I will. And for the next year, I'm little Myrtle Dirtle again. No one is going to know who I am or where I am or what I'm doing. And I'll You forget, myrtle also rhymes with fertile.
When I'm back on the coast, I'll think of you fondly as fertile, myrtle, dirtle.
Stop being a wit. I'm gonna live with honest people for a change.
Oh, come on, Myra. I know you, sweetheart. You get these compulsions. I've seen you take up everything from yoga to yogurt. Remember when you were going to adopt that Navajo baby?
Yes, yes. My whole life has been a search for something real. That's my problem. And now I'm gonna find the real me. Besides, I would have made a lousy Navajo mother.
All right, so you're going to be a writer. Where have I heard that before?
Yes, I am. I'm gonna sit faithfully down every morning and dictate the story of my life into that little Japanese thingamabob.
That I've got to see. Wasn't it Gates who said, there are 1,000 things to tempt me from this craft of writing?
I know. So I take a little dialogue with myself, a sort of self-conducted catechism. Listen.
Good morning, dear.
That's the other me. Good morning. I thought I'd start on a cheerful note.
What is your name, dear?
Myrtle, marigold, dirtle. That's so I'll get used to it again.
You should live so long.
And what are we here for, Myrtle, dear?
We are here to lead a normal, healthy life, work hard, and find inner happiness.
And raise tomatoes.
Just what kind of work are you going to do, dear?
We are going to write a book.
Not we, dear. You.
Do you go on calling yourself dear?
Makes me feel someone cares.
What kind of a book are you writing, dear?
The story of Myrtle Dirtle, or So Far, So Good.
Are you going to let anything distract you?
Only death.
You call yourself dear?
I know, so I corrected it.
Sorry about that, dear.
Carry on.
Are you sorry to have given up Hollywood, dear?
Are you crazy?
Someone is.
Are we going to work faithfully every day, dear?
6:30 every morning.
Myrtle, dear, you know very well that you haven't been up at 6:30 since the morning you were born. That was none of it.
All right, 8 o'clock. I put that bit in to show you can't fool yourself.
Fool me.
Oh, say 4.
Say 8.
No, 4. You can't let your alter ego run your life.
Well, goodbye and good luck. Nice talking to you, dear.
You too.
You know, I think you were right to hide out up here. It's time you got out of circulation.
To look back on your life, you need a sense of humor.
Why don't you take 3 more voices? Then you can play bridge.
You know what you can do for me now?
Call a good psychiatrist.
Drive into the village. It's just a few blocks. And get me basic things I'll need. Sugar, salt, coffee, eggs, bread and butter, and the Reader's Digest.
I doubt if I could ever get all your needs from a grocery store.
Oh, and no cream. I'm going to lose weight, too.
Why not? You lost everything else, including your sanity.
Stay sweet as you are. Don't let a thing ever change you.
Good morning, dear.
Oh, shut up.
What is your name, dear?
Lassie, what's yours?
What are we here for, dear?
We just may open a house of ill repute. I've always wanted to be a madam.
Not me, dear. You. What kind of book are you writing, dear?
Pornographic.
Are you going to
Oh, just the usual everyday preoccupations. Sex, dope, liquor, incest, you name it. I'll try it. Oh, we rang, but no one answered.
But we heard voices.
Sorry about that, dear.
Sorry, I was practicing my Spanish lessons. Buenos dias. We're the hospitality ladies.
I'm Cora Gump. I live catty corner from you on Pussy Willow.
And I'm Reba Harper. I'm behind you on Coolidge.
Claire Thrupp was coming too, but bad oyster.
Well, won't you come in? Wait a minute. Mrs. Myrtle.
Cora, what does her voice remind you of?
Not only that, they look alike.
They could be sisters.
It's uncanny.
Miss Turtle, do you know who you look like?
Everybody?
My daughter's music teacher.
A woman, I hope.
Lovely person. Tone deaf.
We brought you a hospitality basket.
Just a few basic things.
Sugar, salt, eggs, bread and butter, and a copy of Reader's Digest.
Oh, and a jar of tomatoes I put up last summer.
Oh, I adore tomatoes. I can't wait to grow my own.
Well, it was a bad year for tomatoes. You know, cutworms, bee bugs, aphids, whitefly, black spot, and blossom rot. Oh, I cut out the bad parts. Just something to welcome you and your husband to Beaver Haven.
Oh, that isn't my husband. He's just an old friend from California helping me get settled.
But you are married, aren't you?
Divorced.
Any children?
No, though I almost adopted one once.
Well, I know you're going to like it here. It's a lovely place. No crime, no scandals.
Except for the Becker boy.
Cora, we don't talk about that.
Who's the Becker boy?
Oh, a farmer's son. Cora, why'd you have to mention that? Miss Durrell's going to get the wrong impression of our morals.
What did the Becker boy do?
Oh, you know how little boys are.
No, I don't. How are they?
Being raised on a farm, you can guess.
With an animal.
Cora!
Well, he's right to.
You mean the whole family? What can you expect?
What kind of an animal?
A turkey. Well, May Wilcox said it was a turkey.
It was not a turkey. I went to the trial.
Well, if it wasn't a turkey, then what was it?
I'm not going to say. The Beckers have suffered enough.
Does the Becker boy live close to me?
Not anymore. He grew up to join the Navy.
And a good thing.
It's a decent community. You don't even have to lock your doors. Unless you walk in your sleep.
The pity the Beckers didn't lock up their chicken coop.
Well,
Well, why would Willa Mae Wilcox lie to me?
You know how Willa Mae is? Who's Willa Mae Wilcox?
Lovely woman, colorblind.
mad as a hatter. Did you notice the first house on the left as you turned off Coolidge? Purple shutters and geraniums and milk cans?
With the plaster dwarf in the front yard and a toadstool?
Mm-hmm, that's Willa Mae.
I would be too friendly with her if I were you.
Why not?
Well, I don't like to gossip.
She'll find out anyhow.
Well, you Pisces?
No, Gemini, why?
She hates anyone who's a Pisces. It's an obsession with her.
Why?
Her husband was Pisces.
What did he do to her?
I don't like to gossip.
It's what she did to him.
What did she do?
Do you believe in such things as witches?
I'm one myself.
I mean, real witches can't cast evil spells.
And stick pins in their enemies to make them die.
Stick pins in their enemies' Cora. They stick pins in their enemies' pictures or dolls that look like them.
It doesn't make any difference. They die anyhow.
Is she that kind of witch?
Well, we can't prove it. We certainly don't have witch trials anymore.
More's the pity. When her husband died, they found his picture full of pins and needles.
Didn't she like him?
They didn't speak for 10 years.
They slept together, though.
Why didn't they speak?
Oh, he did something spiteful. I don't like to talk about these things.
What did he do?
Flushed her goldfish down the toilet.
Why?
Said he couldn't stand them staring at him.
Oh, I'd hate to be on the wrong side of her.
You could say that again.
I'd hate to be on the wrong side of her.
Well, you certainly have interesting people here. How far is it to the dam?
What dam?
Where the beavers are?
There are no beavers here.
Then why do they call it Beaver Haven?
Oh, it was named after an Indian.
Chief Big Beaver.
And there aren't any little beavers?
There aren't even any Indians, just a few skunk.
Well, I wouldn't want to live in a place called Skunk Haven.
Well, I know you're gonna love Beaver Haven. And don't you worry about Willa May.
Unless you give her your picture and some pins and needles.
Well, I know you want to get settled, so we'll leave.
Now, Willa May not only has a bad temper, she has a bad dog too. So don't walk past her place without a stick.
I won't walk past her place at all.
And remember, if you need anything, I'm catty-cornered on Pussy Willow.
And I'm right behind you. Oh, one thing more. The man what knocks on the door, about 6.5 feet, stoop shoulders, white beard, carrying an axe. Don't let him in.
I'm not bloody well likely to.
That's Mr. Piney.
He's an awful bore. Chops wood and sells manure.
Smells bad too.
Let him in and you'll never get rid of him.
It's even harder to get rid of his smell. Trap skunk.
Well, it's kind of you to warn me about these things.
We're the hospitality ladies.
I think you and I ought to have another talk.
Good morning, dear.
It started out that way.
What is your name, dear?
Mud,
And what are we here for, Myrtle, dear?
dog dodging, witch hunting, and needlework.
Just what kind of work are you going to do, dear?
We just may write a book about the universality of insanity.
Not we, dear. You.
No, I'm gonna need help.
Who are the two biddies that just left?
The Happiness Girls, they do a community commercial.
Oh, really?
Neighbors. One's catty corner on Pussy Willow and the other one's behind me. Wait, the people here. Do you know I have a witch on my lawn?
I was married to one.
And guess who Beaver Haven was named after?
Gloria D. Haven.
An Indian, Chief Big Beaver. And talk about scandal. Guess what happened here?
Someone seduced the church organist with an apple.
Do you believe a turkey and a nasty little boy?
Oh! Heaven, help us! Isn't Thanksgiving sacred anymore?
And you know that house you passed on the corner with the dwarf sitting on the toadstool?
You want one for Christmas?
No, the woman who lives there stuck pins in her husband and killed him.
My ex-wife was always doing that. Only she used nails.
You don't seem impressed.
I've been in television too long. Sweetie, why don't you kick this compulsion and come back to the coast with me? I don't have to pay alimony anymore. Let me make an honest woman of you.
Oh, Tom, you and I know each other too well. You want some advice? Never marry a man who looks at himself in the mirror before he says good morning, or who gargles while you're putting on your eyelashes.
If I ever marry a man, I'll make sure he doesn't gargle while I'm putting on my eyelashes.
Oh, Tom, you pussycat. If I ever decide to make some man unhappy again, you'll be my first choice.
Well, you better hurry. I'm crowding the halfway mark. By the way, how old are you?
Oh, let's just say I'm past puberty, but this side of senility.
Well, if you won't work for me, you won't marry me, I might as well go. Oh, can I drop in on you sometime when I'm east?
Of course, sweetie. But remember, you're the only one who knows where I am. I've told everybody else I've gone on a trip around the world.
Nobody goes around the world. Everybody's trying to get off. Well, take care and good luck.
Drive carefully. Chapter 1. So Far, So Good by Myra Marlowe. I was born on a small farm in Iowa one lovely spring morning in the year 1930. Change that. Make it 1932. On second thought, Make it 1935.
Oh, Mrs. Dirtle, I want you to know that I just talked to Willa Mae Wilcox, and it was a turkey.
Morning, ma'am.
Who are you?
I'm Piney.
Oh,
I knocked.
I didn't hear you.
Figured you didn't.
I was upstairs.
Figured you was.
Well, what can I do for you?
You see this?
It's an axe, isn't it?
I chop wood.
Oh, how nice, out in the open air and all that.
Chop more than any man in back cave.
Oh, is that where you live?
This side.
Must be a lovely place. So, you chop wood.
Need any?
Actually, I hadn't given it any thought yet. You see, I only arrived yesterday.
Don't see none.
Neither do I. I suppose that's because it's spring and one doesn't burn wood until the fall, does one?
Cost more.
Well, if you happen to have some with you, I'll take a few sticks.
$10 a cord.
Seems reasonable enough. It isn't as if I were burning money.
15 come winter.
Oh, then I'd be prudent to buy now, would you say? A penny saved. I'll take $10 worth.
Dumped or stacked?
Oh, do I have to make that decision now?
Sure would.
Well, I wouldn't want to put you to any trouble. Whichever's easiest.
You say.
Stacked, then.
Cost more.
I thought I might. How much more?
2 bits.
I think I can swing it. We have a deal.
And breakfast.
Oh, breakfast too? Why is that?
Well, I come early.
You, all the way from that cave? How early?
6.
That's early. Couldn't you make it 8?
Kill hogs at 8.
Well, afternoon is perfectly all right.
Not for me.
Why not?
Well, I trap skunk.
Well, any time then. Well, now that I've placed my order, I won't detain you. I have work to do.
You work?
I'm a rider.
Horseback?
Not a rider, a writer. I write.
What?
I'm writing a book. You have read a book, haven't you?
The Bible.
Well, mine's historical too, an autobiography.
On what?
The story of my life.
That's a story?
It's rapidly getting to me. Mr. Piney, I'm afraid I can't talk to you any longer.
Why? You afraid?
My arteries are hardening and time is running out. I'm sure you have some place to go.
Already went?
Oh, I know, you're waiting to be paid.
Well, it ain't here yet.
It doesn't matter. I'll pay you now so you can go. How do you want your money?
In my hand?
I mean, cash or check. You do know what a check is, don't you?
Sure. I'll check your chimney.
Please don't bother.
It needs cleaning.
I'll call you.
When?
Next winter.
Cost more.
No matter. Here's your money.
Cheaper
to kill your hogs, but you can bring the wood any time.
Pine or spruce?
Whichever is handy.
Oak's good.
Good, then you can bring me oak.
Dogwood's better.
Mr. Piney, it really doesn't matter.
Sure does.
Why? As long as it's wood, I couldn't care less.
Dogwood dries. Spruce sparks. Oak smokes. And pine pops.
I'll take a little of each.
Locust is better.
Good, then just bring me a corded locust.
Don't grow here.
Mr. Piney, I'm sure they are worried sick about you back in Batcave. You've been gone so long. I don't want to be blamed for keeping you. I could talk to you all day, but I refuse to monopolize your time. You must leave now, before the pigs miss you. It has been a pleasure to have met you. Goodbye.
My pleasure.
Where was I? Oh, yes, I got born. When I was still a baby, my mother took me to
Need
Holland.
manure?
No,
Got a garden.
later.
Cost more.
All right, bring me some manure.
How much?
A couple of pounds, I really don't care.
$6 a yard.
Fine, bring me a yard and a half of manure.
Horse or cow?
Reindeer, buffalo, it doesn't matter!
What matters what you plant.
Mr. Piney, I'm a very nervous woman. If you don't close that door by the time I count 3, they're gonna hear me screaming all the way to that cave. Do you want that?
Nope.
Until I was 9, I played Baby John with a talking horse who was 5 years older than I was. When I could no longer play a boy, I was cast as Sis Sadie in the Smithers family. I sincerely pray that none of you are old enough to remember. I wore yellow pigtails, thick glasses, and a look of gleeful idiocy. There was even a Sis Sadie doll. You wound it up and its drawers fell off, which gives you a rough idea of the high level of comedy we provided.
Mrs. Dirtle,
Who? Oh, yes?
I'm Willa Mae Wilcox.
You must be the neighbor with the purple shutters.
Am I interrupting anything?
Well, as a matter of fact,
I won't stay long.
it's quite all right. Do come in.
Well, I'd have come sooner, but the signs were wrong.
The signs?
Are you Pisces?
Gemini.
Oh, good. We can become good friends. Very, very good friends. I think I was followed. Nobody likes me in this town.
I'm sure you're wrong. That's a lovely plaster dwarf in your yard. Did you make it yourself?
What dwarf?
The one sitting on a toadstool?
Oh, that's a statue of my husband.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. That's the last thing in the world I'd want to do.
You didn't offend me. No, my husband was a mental dwarf. Everything about him was little. I put that statue there to spite him.
Yes, Mrs. Harper and Mrs. Gaunt mentioned something about him.
What did they say?
Only the nicest things. Would you like some tea?
Never touch it. Except to tell fortunes.
Oh, they mentioned you were gifted too.
I'm not gifted, I'm a cult.
Oh, that's what I meant.
I suppose you think that's foolish nonsense.
Not at all. Some of my best friends are a cult.
What did you think of Reba Harper?
She seemed pleasant enough.
Did you trust her?
Is there any reason not to?
She's Scorpio. That's a scorpion? Would you trust a scorpion?
Well, she spoke very highly of you.
Did she? What'd she say?
Oh, only the nicest things. Very, very nice things.
What things?
How much she admired you and how much she liked you.
That's funny.
Why?
We don't speak.
Well, it wasn't anything specific. It was, she gave that impression. But she did speak very highly of your needlework.
May I see your hands?
My what?
Your hands. Those things hanging down at your sides.
Oh, please, of course.
I'd like to see them. Palms up.
Do you read palms?
I read palms, tea leaves, fortunes, dreams, cards, coffee grounds, the past, the future, and spider webs.
Must keep you busy.
Aha.
Are you onto something?
I thought so.
What is it?
How old are you?
Well, I voted for Dewey.
Spread your fingers.
What do you see?
Were you near death in 1959?
No, why?
This is where your lifeline stops. According to your hand, you should be dead. Let's see your other hand.
I'm left-handed, does it matter?
Not to me. Oh, here it is. Your lifeline picks up in this hand. Ooh.
Something bad?
Do you know Macbeth?
Macbeth who?
Here's the smell of blood still, and all the perfumes of Arabia shall not sweeten this little hand.
Where do you see blood? Is someone going to be murdered?
What time is it?
Pacific Standard or Mountain?
That doesn't matter. I have a clock in my head. Oh, it's time for my seance. I'm calling my husband back.
I thought you didn't speak.
We didn't, but he forgot to tell me where he hid the key to the house.
But you're leaving me with a murder on my hands.
Don't worry. I'll be back after I talk to my husband. I'll just sneak out the back door. Too many people in this town are nosy. Out, damn spot! That's Shakespeare. I'll be the scene. That's German.
She's crazy. Right out of Batcave. This part of my life might prove the most interesting. After playing that silly Sister Sadie for several centuries, that's a time lapse, not a studio, I was in Cassie's. Oh, come on now. This has to come to a screaming halt. Come in.
Could I see you for a moment?
Of course. Is something wrong?
Do you have a handkerchief?
Will a Kleenex do?
Thank you.
What's happened? Would you like a drink?
Got any scotch?
You're lucky. I just happen to have a bottle. I keep it around for snakes. Makes them sicker than a dog. Want water?
Never touch it.
Oh, you're so right. Water's fine if you're a goldfish.
May I?
Bottle's full.
I'm really a teetotaler.
I can see.
I hope you don't mind my bothering you. But I had to talk to someone, and you're just catty-cornered.
Aunt Pussy Willow, I remember. What seems to be wrong?
May I?
It's your stomach.
Do you know I have no close friends? No one I can really talk to?
I'm sure you have lots of friends. Your neighbor, Willa Mae Wilcox, said some very nice things about you.
What things?
Oh, your flower bed. What happened?
Oh, you won't believe me.
I promise you I will. I believe anything.
You won't tell Reba Harper, will you?
Scout's honor.
Oh, I'm just too humiliated to talk about it. hit me.
Hard?
Right in the mouth. Are my lips swollen?
Not yet. Did he use his fist?
Oh, Wentworth would never use his fist.
What did he use, a frying pan?
His newspaper. The Beaver Haven Herald. Can you imagine?
Yes, it could have been the Sunday Times. That could knock your brains out.
And I didn't do a thing.
Well, you must have said something.
I didn't say a word. I just threw a cup of coffee in his face.
Before or after?
Before,
Why?
he called me a name.
What?
Oh, I don't know you well enough.
Have a drink.
Just a splash. I think my bridge is broken.
Now, what did he call you?
Well, I just couldn't say it.
Well, try. I mean, I've heard everything.
I'll write it down on a piece of paper. Now, don't say I didn't warn you.
Should I lock my doors?
I hope you can read my handwriting.
Oh, that. Well, it's true of all females, at least anthropologically.
But I'm his wife.
What did you do to provoke him?
Not a thing. When he refused to eat my soup, I called him a name.
What?
Oh, I don't know you well enough.
Write it.
Well, I'm not sure of the spelling, but I heard a man call another man this in the movies. They'll say anything nowadays. Well, don't look at me while you read it.
I think it should be hyphenated.
But you do know what it means, don't you?
Oh, I go to the movies too. Is he?
When you're mad, it doesn't matter.
Well, now we're getting down to the real nitty-gritty. What started it?
Oh, he lost his temper because he found a fly in his soup.
Well, what do you want, a butterfly?
Well, if he'd just put up the screens like I'd asked, there wouldn't be any flies in the house. Oh, what can I do?
Strain the soup and give it to him again.
No, I'm never going back.
Well, where will you go?
Could I stay here with you a few days?
You mean move in?
Well, I wouldn't be in the way.
But you didn't bring your toothbrush.
I'll use my little finger.
I really don't think it would work out, Mrs. Cup.
Well, why not?
Well, for one thing, I don't have any room.
You've got an extra bedroom by the back stairs.
Oh, that's being used.
For what?
My sister is using that.
Oh, you've got a sister?
Ever since she was born.
Well, where'd she come from?
Oh, come now, Mrs. Gump. Surely you know where little babies come from.
Why haven't we seen her?
She never leaves her room.
Oh, is she invalid?
Well, yes and no.
Well, why can't she leave her room?
Well, it's hard to explain, but I'll try. You see, when she was about 10, a horse threw her on her head. She stayed a little girl in the body of a woman.
Oh, is she violent?
Only to strangers.
Why, you poor woman. I thought there was something odd about you. I said to myself the moment I met you, there's something odd about her. There's something very odd about her.
You can say that again.
I just did. What's her name?
My sister? Oh, Sadie. Sis Sadie.
Could I meet her?
Oh, I wouldn't dare.
Well, don't she come out?
Oh, I couldn't risk it.
Well, what does she do all day?
Oh, she has a pair of scissors, I give her the newspaper, and she enjoys cutting people's heads off.
Oh, good heavens! Well, I can see why you want to be alone. I certainly wouldn't dream of imposing on you. Well, may I have one more for the road?
Take the bottle.
Just a trickle to oil the tonsils. You know, you're a saint, a living saint. I like you
That's nice.
very much,
Thank you.
very, very much.
You can see where I'm not feeling very social right now.
Oh, well, don't you say that. Don't you put yourself down like that. You know what you are.
I sometimes wonder.
A living saint.
Oh no, this way out.
Well, goodbye, dear. Oh, and thank you for the tea.
Oh boy, now I've done it. Well, maybe I'll get some privacy. The next role I was asked to play. What now? Obscene answering service. Who? Oh, Mrs. Harper. I'm sorry. I didn't know anyone knew my number. What? Yes, I like pie. Why? Oh, no, I couldn't ask you to do that. I'll come over and get it later. No, it's all right. Bring it over while it's hot. No, that's my trouble. I'm not doing a thing. Just come on in. Damn it. Gotta put a stop to this. Well, I've stuck my toe in the water. Might as well dive. Sister Myrtle! I got my door unlocked. I got out. You've got someone down there that's come to put me away. If anyone's down there, I'll kill them. I'll cut their ears off. I've got my scissors.
Yoo-hoo! It's me, Miss Turtle. How are you?
I'll be right down. Make yourself at home. Sorry, I was taking care of my sister.
What kind of sister visiting you?
Sadie. Oh, is this the pie?
Gooseberry. You never mentioned a sister.
I don't, usually. Oh, it's still warm, isn't it?
Does she live with you?
Oh, you wrote Myrtle in the crust.
Is she upstairs?
No one ever wrote my name in dough before.
Why don't you have her come down and have a piece of pie with us?
Oh, she'd eat the whole thing. Are they your own gooseberries? Do you peel them?
Nobody peels a gooseberry.
My sister does.
Well, that's odd behavior. Is she pregnant?
Heavens no. She still plays with dolls.
How old is she?
My age.
And she still plays with dolls. That's unusual.
Oh, not for her. You see, when we were children, she fell off a horse, and after that, she only grew physically. You know, I think I'll eat a piece of this pie right now.
You don't fool me, Mrs. Turtle.
I must be a lousy actress.
You're hiding from the world, tied hand and foot. You don't want us to discover the truth about you.
Mrs. Harper, I believe you put your finger on something.
No one to talk to, your life destroyed by a horse? Well, you can pour your heart out to me. I brought my knitting, and you and me are going to spend the whole day here, talk about your problem.
It's really no problem. It's like being the keeper of a beautiful tiger. As long as it's caged, there's no problem.
I know my Christian duty. Cry if you feel like it.
I do. Oh, excuse me, I'm just gonna the pie in the kitchen. It won't be a minute.
Take your time. You know, you should not feel badly, Mrs. Dirtle. This sort of thing happens to the best of families, particularly around Boston. A case just like yours happened right here in Beaver Haven in 1946. No, 1947, because that was a bad year for tomatoes. Family named Plank moved here from Duck Pond. Sabrina Plank, that was Leslie's wife. She was a Pepper before she was Plank. She had this little boy they called Splinter. Anyhow, he fell out of a butternut tree, landed right on his head. Dr. Greenleaf, he's dead now. Put a steel plate in this boy's head. Electricity gave him a headache. But he developed the loveliest complexion. That happens sometimes. I think I'd trade what brains I've got for a good complexion any day. I thought you were in the kitchen.
Oh, I took my sister a piece of the pie.
Well, I've got a whole day planned out. I'll cook your lunch and your dinner too. I do wonderful things with beans.
Sister Myrtle!
Oh, I must have forgotten to latch the door.
I got my door unlocked. I got out.
Oh, I'll have to catch her before she gets to us.
You've got someone down there that's come to put me away.
There's nobody down here, dear.
If anyone's down there, I'll kill them. I'll cut their ears off. I've got my scissors.
And she will, too. I better go up and stop her. Fortunately, I studied judo. You stay here. I will be a minute. With luck.
Cora, are you sitting down? Then sit. I've got something terrible to tell you. I'm over at Mrs. Dirtle's. When you met her, did you think there was something odd about her? Oh, you did? Well, I know why. Did you know she's got crazy sisters she has up in her attic? You do? Well, do you remember those murders up in Boston the police could never solve? Wait. Those murders were committed with a pair of scissors. Wait a minute. It wouldn't surprise me if this crazy sister did it and Miss Dirtle's hiding her here. I said to myself the minute I met her, she's hiding something. You did too. Well, that's not all. Wait. Corey, you won't believe what I found here. Dirty words written on a piece of paper. For heaven's sakes, Corey, you don't think I'm going to say it over a party line, do you? Willa Mae Wilcox may be listening in. If you're listening in, Willa Mae, you might as well hang up. It's not about you. Cheer click. I did too. The words are, wait a minute. The first word is, I'm not gonna shout it, it's too embarrassing. Well, I'll bring them over to your house. I just hope I'm not run over and have them found on my body. Stay there. I cut you! I know who you are. Henry Harper, I'm a dead mother.
You come to take me away!
Back to a picnic. Wouldn't you like to go to a picnic, sweetheart? Miss Turtle!
I locked her in the bathroom.
That wasn't very nice, and you're such a nice thing. Now play Louise.
Know what I'm gonna do with these?
Nothing bad, I am sure. You're too sweet, too pretty to do anything bad.
I'm gonna cut your ears off!
No, don't! Miss Turtle!
Snip, snip, snip. No use running. I can run faster than you.
Yeah, stay away from me, nasty, crazy girl! Help! Help! Run!
Sister Sadie rides again. Best damn performance I ever gave.
Anybody home? Star of stage, screen, television, and Beaver Haven! Myra! Myrtle Dirtle! It's Lover Boy! Come out, wherever you are. Your house is on fire! Where the hell is she? Oh. At least she's been working. Let's see.
Sister Myrtle.
I'll join you. Oh, Sister Myrtle!
I got my door unlocked. I got out.
Then come on down. I'm waiting.
You've got someone down there that's come to put me away.
Sure, me. In the TV series.
If anyone's down there, I'll kill them. I'll cut their ears off. I've got my scissors.
What the hell is going on here?
Tom, what are you doing here?
Would you mind explaining what that is all about?
It's too complicated. Where'd you come from?
New York. I called at least 20 times. No answer.
I don't answer the phone anymore.
Then why have you got it?
Somebody might call. What brought you east?
You. Damn. Will you please explain that?
The first month I was here, I kept getting bothered by neighbors. So I invented this dangerous, hot-witted sister, and whenever someone barges in, I play it upstairs and answer it down here. Then it scares visitors away.
Whew. Almost scared me away. You getting any work done?
Every morning, I'm up to my wedding night.
What are you made up for? Little Bo Peep?
I was gardening. 10:30 is my tomato break.
I knew you weren't Joan of Arc. She didn't wear a hat.
You wouldn't expect me to dig in a Dior, would you?
You, I would. And with a flashlight. At night.
Oh, Tom, I can't tell you how wonderful it is to plant a seed and see it grow, pushing its little head up through the earth and reaching out its arms to the sun. And then, one morning at dawn, with the stars still shining, you go out to spray and there's a little baby tomato.
it sound like the nativity.
I can't tell you how rewarding it is to grow things. And tonight, I'm having my first tomato out of my very own garden. If you want to stay for dinner, I'll share it with you.
That's your entire crop?
I used too much manure. The plants all went to leaves. But I'm learning.
I bet it cost you at least $15 just to grow that one tomato.
18. But what's money? You can't eat it. You can't buy the joy I get at looking at my beautiful green tomato plants, even if there aren't any tomatoes on them.
Oh, Myra, why are you wasting your time and talent here when you could be doing something really important?
I wish I had two. I could put a catsup.
And that's why I'm here. CBS wants you for a terrific new series.
Did you know about Rotenone? It's non-chemical, but bugs just hate it.
It's a sensational idea. There's never been anything like it before on television.
There's nothing like Rotenone on bugs. It's sensational. Kills, let's see, aphids, beetles, whitefly, cutworm, you name it, and it's dead.
CBS thinks so much of this new idea that they're putting 15 writers on it. That's 2 more than the president had.
Now, take manure. I thought it would be better fresh. Everything else is. But no, it burned the poor little sprouts. I murdered my poor little beans.
To hell with your beans. Listen to what they've come up with. Every actress in Hollywood is going to want to cut her throat because you got the role.
Well, that makes it tempting.
This is a character you believe. She's real. You love her. You identify with her.
Mary Magdalene.
No! The Bible is dead at the box office. This is today. And what today is all about. It's now.
Animal, vegetable, or mineral.
Crime. It's everywhere. So, you start out with a built-in audience. But it's a male audience. So do you know how we hook a female audience? Guess what our protagonist is? Think big.
A lady gorilla.
You're a detective. The first female detective we've had on television.
That took 15 writers. It only took 12 to write the Bible.
Oh, but you haven't heard the best part.
Go ahead, I've heard the worst.
You're blind.
You're kidding.
It's a fantastic idea. Dig this. You've been blind since childhood. So you had to develop your sense of touch, your sense of smell, and your sense of hearing. You see things that escape other people. You're an inspiration to the handicapped and women's lib. And we start out with built-in sympathy. Who could hate a blind woman detective?
I could.
They give you 4 knocks.
They should.
Nothing will be spared.
Except me.
It's got universal appeal. It doesn't offend anyone.
Except the blind.
It's got to be a winner. It doesn't alienate. It's not controversial. It shuns touchy subjects, and it skirts involvement.
Who'd sponsor a program like that? United Nations?
We already got a sponsor. Hallmark.
Hallmark? Giving up wrapping paper.
They're no fool. It opens up another market. Christmas cards in Braille.
I'm giving up Christmas cards.
In other words, it doesn't grab you.
That's the understatement of the year.
Stinks, doesn't it?
You know it does.
I agree it's the lousiest idea anyone ever had.
Why'd you bother to tell me?
Myra, I would do anything to get you back on the coast. I miss you like hell. I knew you wouldn't go for it, but I thought, at least I'd try.
Oh, Tom, you dear sweet nut. I'm touched and flattered, but I have everything I want here.
Spurned for a tomato.
I'm out of that weird world of insanity. You know what I did yesterday?
Sprayed your garden for cutworms.
I I took all my old costumes and wigs and buried them out in the backyard.
Always the actress.
I know, but I wanted it to be symbolic. That part of my life is over, buried. May it rest in peace.
Did you give your own eulogy?
I would have, but it started to rain. Now, tell me about yourself. Are you still seeing that horrible blonde woman with the lisp?
She does not have a lisp. It's just a slight whistle.
You want to grab her. Comes in handy for calling dogs, waiters, and taxis.
Why are you always so bitchy about the women that find me irresistible?
Because you always throw yourself away on such vacuous little nitwits. You're better than that.
I agree with you. I'm a sexy Boy Scout.
Pity I didn't meet you when I was 19. I could have made something out of you.
Yeah, an alcoholic. Well, since you won't be my wife or a blind detective, I might as well get back to my whistling blonde.
Are you sure you don't want to stay and share my tomato?
Share your life with me, and you got a deal.
No, Tom. I'm not 19, I'm not blonde, and I can't whistle.
Are you really happy here?
Absolutely.
No problems?
Your life's simple, your problems are simple.
And you couldn't use a man around the house.
Not a tomcat.
Well, in that case, I'll leave you to your rural paradise. May you stagnate with grace and beauty.
I'll walk you to the car so the neighbors will see you haven't left me in bed.
Are you in? Are you out? Are you here?
A blind female detective. Don't anybody leave this room. All know at once. I can hear a pin drop. Somebody drop a pin. The weapon was a .32 bazooka. I know the smell of a bazooka. One of you is guilty. I will detect the criminal by his body temperature. I will examine you first, sir. You are a chair. But beware! My famous nose will smell you out. Ah, did someone bring a horse in here?
Play acting?
Yes, no. What are you doing here?
Watching you?
What do you want?
Nothing?
Then why are you here?
You like nuts?
Some of my best friends are... What kind?
Hickory.
Where did you get them?
Hickory tree.
Well, I really don't see what I would do without many nuts.
Stuffed turkey.
Somehow, I wish you hadn't said that.
Want 'em?
Well, I couldn't take them for nothing. Let me give you something for them.
What?
Would you find $1 insulting?
Sure would.
Too little?
Too much.
Well, then why don't you give me a rough estimate of their worth?
2 bits.
Well, I believe with the jet set, that's a quarter. That enough?
Nope.
And didn't you just say that was all they were worth?
Yep.
Then what do I owe you more money for?
Gunny sack.
I thought there'd be fringe benefits. How much for the gunny sack?
Dime.
diamond chain. Would you take an airmail stamp?
Nope,
You could write someone.
can't write.
Well, why don't you empty your nuts into the dishwasher and keep your gunny sack? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get to work. What now?
Need manure?
No, I still have a few handfuls left.
Got a hammer?
A hammer? What do I need a hammer for?
Crack nuts.
I'll find a rock.
Want my axe?
Really, Mr. Piney, I'll find some way of cracking them.
I'll help.
Mr. Piney, you'll ruin your teeth.
Haven't yet.
Mr. Piney, I really appreciate all this service for 2 bits, but I have more important things to do.
Go ahead.
I can't be creative with you sitting next to me grinding your molars.
Why not?
You haven't met my sister yet, have you?
Can't say.
You'd remember, she lives with me. I keep her locked up. Do you wonder why?
Nope.
Well, I'll tell you. When she was a child, she had an accident, and after that, she was never quite the same. Do you know what I mean?
Nope.
Well, she's dangerous to strangers. She cut a man's ear off once.
Which one?
I would hate to think what would happen if she got loose. Now, excuse me. I think I'll go upstairs and make sure she's asleep.
Need help?
No, you frighten her. You stay here with your nuts. You're still here?
Ain't wet.
How's the hog killing job?
Lousy.
And the skunk job?
Stinks.
I wish I'd said that.
Sister Myrtle,
That's me, and that's my sister.
I got my door unlocked. I got out.
Oh my heavens, did you hear that? She got out.
You've got someone down there that's come to put me away.
She must have heard you cracking nuts.
If anyone's down there, I'll kill them. I'll cut their ears off. I've got my scissors.
Thank heavens I have some Band-Aids. Stay where you are, dear. I'll be right up. You better go while you can, Mr. Piney. I'll try to catch her. If she comes out the kitchen, run out the front door.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
Cracking nuts.
Get out of here!
Why?
I'll cut your ears off!
I reckon not.
What's gonna stop me?
Me?
Aren't you afraid of me?
Nope.
You better be! Hey, give me back my scissors!
Nope.
I'll bite you.
I'll bite back.
You stop it.
You stop.
Look, I've changed my mind. I'll go back up to my room and tell my sister to come down.
Nope.
You're gonna keep me here?
Yep.
My sister may not come back.
Why not?
Oh, lots of reasons. I'll go find her for you.
Nope.
Please, sir?
We'll wait.
I think I'm gonna throw up.
Go ahead.
Can I have a glass of water?
Nope.
What would you do if I kicked you in the shins and ran?
Whoop you.
You wouldn't dare.
Fine. Come here. Said I would.
My sister will have you arrested for daring to lay a finger on my person.
Tell her.
I will. You just wait.
Sit.
You can't treat me this way. I'm crazy.
Who ain't?
My sister has probably gone to the police by now.
We'll see.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Hold it.
I'm very delicate and high-strung.
You're spoiled.
My sister probably didn't mention it, but I have a very weak heart.
Weak head, too.
I'm getting dizzy. Where is everybody?
Here.
My heart. I'm gonna faint.
Go ahead.
Water! Water!
Hey, you.
Hello, Piney.
You caught her?
I caught her.
She hurt you?
Nope.
You all right?
Yep.
You're out of breath.
Well, you weren't here to see how fast I had to move.
Where's she now?
I locked her up in her room. This won't happen again, I promise.
Want water?
Why, heavens to Betsy, you're limping.
Hard enough.
She's like that when she's cross. So sorry you have to leave.
Come in the back.
It's all right. You can go out the front.
Left my boots. You know what?
Not much.
I like her. She's pretty.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the greatest fool of them all? Don't answer.
Mrs. Dirtle, are you all right?
Of course, why not?
I heard someone screaming for help. I thought somebody was being murdered.
Oh, I can explain that.
You can?
Yes. Well, you see, take a little time, but I was listening to TV.
That's funny.
Why?
You don't have a TV.
That makes it a little more difficult, doesn't it? What I meant was I was listening to the radio.
Well, I'd have been here sooner to save you, but I couldn't find my hat pin.
Your what?
There's no better weapon than a hat pin.
You were going to rescue me with a hat pin?
Saved my grandmother from being mugged more than once.
You mean mugged more than once or saved more than once?
Lived in deadly fear of being mugged. Also carried chili powder to throw in their eyes. Do you have any chili powder?
No, but I have a can of chili.
I'll lend you a hat. How's your sister?
Exhausted.
Cora Gump told me all about her. You're making a grave mistake.
You know, I'm inclined to agree with you.
I'd like to see her.
Oh, she's had a busy day, and that's the God's truth.
I could, cure her for you.
Oh, we've been to the best doctors.
Quacks.
Science is helpless in a case like this.
Do you love her?
We're very close.
Then I will cure her for you. I cured a mad dog. But I'll have to wait until the mood is right.
So, when will that be?
When those men stop walking on it.
Well, I wouldn't want to put you to any trouble, or the government.
It's no trouble. Now, when was she born?
Gemini, we're twins.
Good. They respond better. I'll need a hank of her hair and some mugwort. Does mugwort make her sick?
The very sound makes me sick.
I know where it goes wild. I'll pick some.
I don't think she would eat it.
You don't eat it. You rub it on.
I really don't think it would work.
You want her to be normal, don't you?
Well, Mrs. Wilcox, I often ask myself, does the normal girl want to be rubbed with mugwort?
Call me Willa.
Willa.
Now, does she cut her nails or do you?
Both. I do her fingers, she does her toes.
I'll need some clippings.
Oh, I think we threw them all away.
Cut some more. Thursday. Thursday's a good day. There's an eclipse. I'll come back for the hank of hair. Don't wash it. That's important. What are you doing with the axe?
Cracking nuts?
You cut yourself?
Why?
There's blood on it. Save a smear for the mugwort. Works miracles. I'll be back.
Oh, no, you not. You're not coming back. Or anyone else. I wonder if I could dig a moat trowel. Oh, she must have forgotten her hat pin. Well, she knows I'm here. Just a minute! Come in.
We just met Willa May.
She told us. Well, that shit told Cora. She don't speak to me.
Told you what?
Don't let Bet she didn't tell you about the others that all died.
Did she mention juniper berries?
Just mugwort.
Always experiment with weeds.
Don't let her touch your sister.
Because we know the only person who could cure her.
Who?
Brother Leviticus! You wouldn't believe the people he's cured by faith alone. Miracles.
You can say that again.
Miracles. And he'll be here next week for a big tent revival meeting right here in Beaver Haven.
He's the Lord's right hand.
No medicine, no pills, no nothing. Just faith and prayer.
And a small contribution.
Ladies, I'm touched by your concern, but my sister is happy as she is. Hers is a better world than ours.
We've taken the bull by the horns here. We wrote to Brother Leviticus about your sister.
It's all arranged.
Your sister is to sit up on a platform and be healed before everyone in Beaver Haven.
And back cave.
No, I couldn't let her do that in front of people.
Well, why not?
She's got a cold.
Oh, he'll cure that too. I've seen him cure appendicitis, phlebitis, peritonitis, tonsillitis, laryngitis, meningitis, arthritis, bronchitis, hepatitis, gastritis.
And flatulence.
Believe me, it will take more than a miracle.
Oh, well, we're not going to let you sacrifice yourself any longer.
So you both just have to show up Saturday night.
Maybe you've got something he could cure too.
You better believe it.
It's the most inspiring thing I've ever seen. When Brother Leviticus stands up over the hurt and the lame, a Bible in one hand, a snake in the eye.
A snake?
Like it says in the Bible.
Where does it say that?
They shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them.
Luke.
It doesn't say that in my Bible.
The proof is in the pudding here.
Oh, pudding I'll go for. Snakes?
No. A very exciting spiritual experience. You'll find yourself trembling all over.
You gotta believe it. What kind of snake?
Was it a copperhead or a rattler last year that cured my hiccups?
Water moccasin.
Look over mugwort.
You have a thing to worry about, dear. It's settled.
Unless Will and May gets mad at you.
Bye. We'll pick you and your sister up Saturday. Bye.
Well, Mrs. Frankenstein, you created a monster, and you bloody better well destroy it before it destroys you. Oh, what tangled webs we weave when first we practice to deceive. Luke. Well, Sister Sadie, it's the end of the road for you. I'm going to take you out in the backyard and bury you. Nothing will ever grow there again, even tomatoes.
Lady!
Who are you?
Really?
Oh, I didn't recognize you. Is somebody dead?
Nope.
Well, where are you going all dressed up?
Here.
But I've still got plenty of manure.
I come sparking.
Sounded like you said you come sparking.
Sister Sadie here.
You can't mean, Lord. You can't mean you're calling on my sister.
Sure am.
And those flowers are for her?
Swamp lilies.
And that's why you're all gussied up and smelling of... By the way, what is that?
Vanilla.
And you brought her candy.
Whorehound.
Well, personally I wouldn't consider that a compliment, but who am I to say?
Sure liked her.
And surely, Mr. Piney, you understand that my sister is, shall we say, somewhat odd?
Not to me.
Well, I'm really sorry you've gone to so much trouble, Mr. Piney, wasting all that vanilla, but you can't see her.
Why not?
She isn't with me anymore.
Where's she at?
Away.
Away where?
Boston, where they won't notice the difference.
Coming back?
I'm afraid not. It just got too complicated here, so I put her in a home.
Whose?
A sort of hospital. I do hope we haven't gone to too much trouble.
Took a bath.
What a pity, washing all those vitamins off.
Pick lilies.
Well, maybe someone will die.
Like whorehound?
I could try.
Made it myself.
Well, you must let me pay you. Can you put a price on the candy?
2 bits.
Fair enough.
Without the box.
How much for the box?
Dime.
That makes my sister worth about 35 cents. Here, this will include the vanilla. I had no idea you would find my poor sister so attractive.
Sexy.
As the old lady said, if she kissed a cow, each to his own.
Nice behind.
Really, Mr. Piney.
Solid.
Thank you. Thank you for her. I'll tell her.
When?
The next time I visit her.
I'll go too.
Well, I wouldn't want you to waste your time. Only relatives can visit. And I wouldn't want you to take that back. Come in.
Who's that?
Piney.
Somebody dead?
He's Sparkin.
You?
Oh, my sister.
George Washington Piney, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
What for?
Well, everybody knows she's allopated. What have you rolled in? Smell awful.
Vanilla.
Smells like cake.
He's really gone to a lot of trouble.
Don't let him come around court your sister.
Oh, I've taken care of that. We spoke to Brother Leviticus. He wants to see your sister safe before the meeting. Oh, well, we have a teensy-weensy little problem. Come in.
What are you two doing here? It's a free country.
Hello, Willa.
Who's that?
Piney.
Somebody died?
Yes, the old Piney we knew and loved.
Well, he looks like he's about ready to be laid up in his coffin.
You too.
Don't you sass me.
You'll get pins stuck in you.
I came here to get, you know what?
You know what?
What I told you. I need a swatch of your sister's hair.
What for?
Cat's fur to make kitten breeches. I have to have it tonight if I'm going to cure her. The moon is right. You're going to cure her? I don't speak to you. You're Pisces. Well, I'm going to speak to you. Anybody's going to cure her sister, it's going to be Brother Leviticus, not you.
You mean Brother Satan?
I have twice as much power in my little finger.
Wrong finger.
Well, Mrs. Durrell's already agreed to give her sister to us to cure.
After promising me,
We already see Brother Leviticus.
I already picked my mugwort.
Ladies! There's no need to fight over my poor sister. You see, she isn't with you anymore.
The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away.
Amen.
Poor lost thing. When did it happen?
No, not that. I sent her away. She wasn't happy here, so I put her in a home where she'd be taken care of.
Why didn't you tell me? What am I going to do?
With all this mugwort.
Oh, I'll take it.
This isn't going to make Brother Leviticus happy.
When I told my sister what you kind ladies wanted to do, she got so hysterical. I was beside myself. So I called these people and they came and took her away.
the leaves.
Sarsaparilla.
It'll only be a moment. The water's hot. It's sort of like a party, isn't it?
Anybody need manure? Thought I'd ask.
Funny. She sent her away so suddenly. Guess she don't trust us. I didn't see anybody come or go.
Me neither. And I live catty-cornered.
Do you think she's still upstairs? I'm gonna go look. Spry for her age.
Nosy, too.
Does seem kind of strange. You think she acted funny, Cora?
Ha-ha funny or just funny?
Why do you suppose she had chairs against the door when we came in?
I was going to ask.
Ask me. Something fishy here.
You think there's something fishy here?
I just said so.
Well, you said to ask.
Guess what I found?
What?
I don't speak to you.
What?
Nothing.
Nothing?
She's not here. If she's not here, and she didn't leave, where is she?
You mean?
I didn't say it.
Say what?
Her own words were, I sent her away.
Oh, Reba, no.
And then she said, she is no longer with me. You know what that could mean, don't you? Murder! I heard her sister screaming for help myself. She yelled, I'm being killed! I'm being killed! I heard her. Too late.
But they were sisters.
I saw her bury a box in the backyard yesterday. I just happened to be looking with my spyglass.
How big a box?
Even?
Oh, she was bigger than that.
Not if she was chopped up in little pieces.
Don't say that.
I read her palm. There was murder in her left hand.
Don't say that.
Heidi left his axe here yesterday. I saw it. There was blood on it. Chopped her up in little pieces.
Oh, you don't know.
Chopped her up in little pieces. Oh. I raced over with my half-pin. Too late.
I think somebody should call the sheriff.
It's a Christian duty.
Lila said that she saw her screaming for help yesterday.
Heidi, you stay here.
Not me.
Very unusual for Gemini.
What, Rod? It may be you next. Let's go. We don't want you chopped up in little pieces.
You could say that again.
At 18, I married Hugh Hendricks, the actor. He'd been married 5 times before, but he was a very tidy man and wanted to make good even half a dozen. His other wives all sent me their calling cards, hoping to reach me in time. But he believed in sharing everything. When we were married, he sent me a bill for my half of the wedding flowers. Actually, all we ever shared was closet space and the New York Times.
That's her.
You myrtle girdle?
Blood dripping from her fingers. Out damn spot.
What are you talking about?
Where's your sister?
Dead in little pieces.
What do you mean? Why are you asking?
Just answer my question. Where's she at?
Where is she? Well, she's in Boston.
Where?
At a place.
What's its name?
What's his name? Well, isn't that funny? I can't think of it at the moment. Oh, yes. Lotus Land.
Get me Boston on the phone.
Oh, they don't have a phone. What's this all about?
Mrs. Girdle, I'm afraid you're going to have to come down to the jail with me.
What for?
Suspicion of murder.
Who?
Your sister.
Poor little bird with a broken wing.
Birdie, too.
Oh, this is absurd. I can explain everything easily. You see, I wanted some privacy, so I invented this dangerous sister. She doesn't exist.
Don't now.
Look, it was me. I was playing a role I played as a little girl. You never saw us together. We heard her voice upstairs while you were down here. That was my own voice, recorded on tape.
Let's hear it.
Unfortunately, I erased it this morning when I got rid of that sister character.
She confessed and destroyed the evidence.
Oh, I might as well tell you the whole truth. I'm really Myra Marlowe, the TV actress.
Mad as a hatter.
I came up here to be alone and write my autobiography. Haven't any of you seen Moonlight Mountain?
Well, I've seen it, and you don't look any more like Myra Marlowe than I do.
Well, I'm grateful for that, but nevertheless, I am me. You just don't recognize me because I played Granny Girton. Look.
Get out of my cabin, red sky boy, stick my hell dog on it!
Well, it was a lousy performance, but it gives you a rough idea of the stupid character I played.
I could do it better.
What'd you dig in the ground out of your backyard?
Manure.
Your birdie box. She in it?
All chopped up.
So now I feel silly. I buried some old costumes of mine.
Party, go see what you can dig up.
It was a theatrical gesture to mark the end of an episode in my life. Very foolish of me.
You can say that again.
It was a theatrical gesture intended to mark an episode in my life. That enough?
How heartless, calling your sister an episode.
This is the worst scandal we've ever had here, Beaver Haven.
Except for the beggar boy and the turkey.
Come on, lawyer.
What I want is for someone to show some sanity. Call my agent, Tom Lamont. He'll vouch for me. I am Myra Marlowe.
And I'm Debbie Reynolds.
Where do I reach you?
Oh, actually, you can't. He's on his way back to the coast.
Removing finger rights and having writ moves on.
First you say you're your sister, and then you say you're somebody else. Don't make a difference who you are. You killed somebody. We don't cop people kill people in Beaver Haven. Well, don't just stand there. Say something.
She's dead, all right.
You found the body?
Found her scalp.
That isn't a scalp, it's a wig, you backwoods woodchuck.
Where's Rick?
Look, it's a wig.
Don't seem to have no skin on it.
She peeled it!
Don't be a fool. Anyone can see it's a wig. Look, Sears Roebuck. You won't find that on a scalp.
Piney, go out and dig some more.
You dig up my tomatoes and there really will be a murder.
Dig until you find her head or something.
Oh, I'm going to faint.
Oh, you're not going to find her head because I'm wearing it.
Sheriff,
What do you want?
can I keep her hair?
This belongs to the state. I think you'd better come along with me, Miss Sterling.
Now wait a minute. Let me get on the phone. I can straighten this all out.
You're allowed one call. You can make that from jail.
From jail?
You ain't gonna give me no trouble, Miss Sterling.
Give you trouble? Look, you beaver damn dumbbell. You arrest me and I'll sue this township for every cent it's got.
Won't be much. You coming peaceful?
You don't know it, Sheriff, but you entered a disaster zone.
You grab her, Piney. I'm making you a deputy.
Oh.
CBS sent me back. They... Oh. Having a party?
Come in and bring your rope.
Who are you?
Jack the Ripper. Who are you?
Tom, you have a divine gift for saying the wrong thing at the right moment. How can so many feet get in one mouth?
You know her?
Of course.
Who is she?
Dorothy, blind detective.
Somebody here has got to be somebody.
Until they find the body.
Let's start with you. What's your name?
pudding and tang. Ask me again and I'll tell you the same.
I'm being arrested for murder, and you clown.
Who's been murdered?
That Sister Sadie character I created. They think I murdered her. Tom, please, tell them who I am.
You want to know who she is?
We're waiting.
She's a nut. But she's the best actress in the business. I should know. I represented her long enough. She couldn't kill anything bigger than a bug. Haven't any of you ever seen her as Sis Sadie or Grandma Gertie?
Don't forget Baby John.
Why did she pretend she was twins?
I told you I didn't want to be bothered by neighbors.
Oh, that's gratitude.
After I baked her a pie and wrote her name in dough.
Sorry about that.
Look, sweetheart, it's simple. Record your voice, put on the wig, and show them.
All right. Sister Myrtle! I got my door unlocked. I got out. That should be enough.
Sister Myrtle,
Oh, shut up. You got me into a nut.
I got my door unlocked. I got out.
Good. Go jump out a window. Satisfied, or do you want more?
At 18, I married Hugh.
Oh, no, you don't.
Are you ladies and gentlemen convinced?
I knew who she was all along. It was in her hands.
You really are Myra Marlowe. I've been watching you since I was that high.
Thanks. Give me back my scalp.
Do it again.
I knew you must be somebody. I said to myself the minute I met
She
you.
must be somebody.
Would you autograph something for my wife?
How about your shorts?
Folks, this has been a trying experience for Miss Marlowe. I'm sure she would appreciate being left alone. Now,
Oh, you must know everybody that's somebody. Is it true that Robert Redford is impotent?
As far as I'm concerned.
Who's Myra Marlowe?
Here, take my sister's scalp.
you still like this simple life?
Oh, Tom, I can't tell you how good you look to me coming in that door.
Then why don't you come back to the coast with me and play house?
What happened to your whistling blonde?
Married a Navajo cattle king. Imagine when she could have had me.
Oh, Tom, I couldn't cheat you. You want a young tomato, one who'll give you children.
We'll adopt Rebecca, boy.
You know I adore you, but let me think about it.
All right. I'm not unreasonable. I'll give you 3 minutes.
Oh, Mrs. Durdle, I want you to know that I just talked to the sheriff himself, and he told me the truth. I thought you ought to know since you live here. It wasn't a turkey. It was a duck.
You see? They're as crazy here as they are in Hollywood.
You can say that again.
You see?